Hi everyone. So this is part 2 of React Native weather app. In this video, we are going to fetch the weather info from Meteo API. So let's get started. Right now we are in our use weather hook. So inside our acquire location function at the end, I will fetch the weather info. Let's say fetch weather. I will make a function fetch weather. After the use states, I will create a function const fetch weather. Inside this function, first I will write try catch because I'm going to make an API call. Next, I'm going to paste Meteo API URL. I'm going to assign URL variable to it. I have to pass latitude and longitude over here. I will pass them as parameter in my function. So I will say lat number and lon also number. You can check this Open-Meteo API in browser. So simply write Open-Meteo in your browser and you can open this link. You can see try the API here. Click on it and you can choose different parameters which you want. Let's say you want relative humidity and this will append over here. You want surface pressure, that will also append over here. So same thing we have in our API URL. You can review this API over here. Let's move forward. Now we have the URL. Next, I will make an fetch request. So I will simply say await fetch and I will pass URL over here. As I'm using await over here, I have to pass async over here and I will save this response like this. Next thing, I will get JSON from this response. So I will say const JSON and I have to do res.json and I will pass await in front of it. I am getting my JSON over here. So I can simply log it console.log and JSON. Before that, I have to call this function inside my acquire location function and I have to pass latitude and longitude over here, which I have fetched from location API. Before this, I have to type await because this is an async function. I will call this function in use callback so that it does not call unnecessarily, and I will pass fetch weather as dependency. We are getting error because we did not import use callback, so I imported it from React. Now I will expand my terminal. Let's reload. We can see our JSON response in here. Let's copy this and review it in JSON beautifier. JSON beautifier. We can paste the response over here and we can format it. So this is our current weather info. This is the units for current weather info and this is the daily response, and we are getting like next 7 days response in here. So I will copy this whole JSON thing and I will go to my VS Code. Now I want to create type for my response. I will go to my types.ts file and inside here I will create the types. I am going to use a VS Code extension which is JSON to TS. So this one. So this extension will convert my JSON object to TypeScript interfaces. In order to do this, first thing I have to copy the whole JSON object and I have to type Command Shift P on Mac and I have to use this JSON to TypeScript. hit enter, and you can see this extension automatically created the interfaces for me. The only thing I have to do is I can rename this root object to weather response, and I have to add export before each interface so that I can import it in the other components. Save it. Now I will go to my use weather hook again, and inside here let's delete this console log, and I will add a check over here if I have JSON and JSON has current and JSON has daily, which is the response we are getting. In this case I will set the data, otherwise I will throw the error, throw new error, and I can say unexpected response shape. Save it. So inside here I will set the data, so set data. This set data is my state, so I will copy this old state. I will pass weather response in here, and I will call it data and set data. Inside set data I will pass JSON. Next I will set the error in the catch block, so I will say set error, and I will say failed to fetch weather. Inside finally I will set my loading state to false. One optimization I wanna do over here, I will use callback over here, and I will only call it once. That's why my dependency is empty. Before this try, I will set error as null to clean the previous errors. With this, my fetch weather function is complete. I am calling it inside my acquire location function. So only thing pending over here is passing this data in the return. Now I can fetch this data in my index.tsx file. So I will simply import it over here, copy this text, and I can say data dot current dot temperature. So this will show the current temperature, which is 18.1. I can also handle loading and error UI over here. So for this I will say if loading is true, then we will return the text. Let's copy this, paste it over here, and just say loading triple dot. And for error, so I will copy this code and paste it over here. I will change loading with error, and over here I will say error, and inside here I will pass error. I will change the color to red. So when I reload now, you can see loading over here. We can also see the error. To show this, I will go to my use weather hook, and I will remove E from Meteo, and you can see over here error failed to fetch weather. Let's correct it back, and we can again see the weather. So with this, our part 2 is complete. In the part 3 we are going to work on the UI. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.